Look at this lump. Yes. You having a lazy afternoon, buddy? You got any grand plans for today? Yeah. Hello there, everyone, and welcome to John's Drams, the channel where I have a dram, talk about drams, just, whiskey stuff, basically. It's kind of nebulous these days, which we're probably always heading in that direction, knowing me. But hey-ho. Today, we are going to be going to a place called Diggers. What's that noise? Oh, it's Mo settling in. There's been a lot of technical issues with getting this set up. One of the lights failed just beforehand. The memory card refused to record for some reason, so it's taken me a lot longer to get this set up. So I started hearing crinkling over there, and I was like, what in God's name is going on now? And it's the cat going to sleep, so false alarm. We're going to Diggers today. That's what we're going to do. We're going to Diggers. I mean, not right now. It's going to be, clips. I mentioned a couple of videos ago that we would probably be going to Diggers quite a bit, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One, there's 11 billion jillion whiskies on the shelf, and two, they're dirt cheap. Also, C, or 3, or sort of 3 little eyes, it's near me, so that's also helpful. So it's a confluence of good reasons. Anyone who's a whiskey fan in Edinburgh, or I suppose Scotland, in a kind of wider way, probably knows about Diggers, or the Athletic Arms, to give it its Christian name. It's called the Diggers because it's between 2 graveyards. That's nice. Yeah. And it's always busy. It's always busy. It's got good beer, it's got good whiskies, it's cheap. It's a bit out of the way, but who cares? It's a good, proper neighbourhood boozer, and I am very lucky to be in the neighbourhood with it at the moment. But today, we're going to be talking about a Thompson Bros Blair Athol. I have a little book, and basically I'm using this to talk about the whiskies and make notes, because sometimes I will have the whiskey, and then several weeks later, I will sit down to record this, because I be busy these days. So that's just kind of sort of jog my memory a little bit. So what can we say about the Blair Athol? Well, it had a bitch of a nose. I recall this actually vaguely. It was a harsh little one. It's quite caramelly, toffee, but also just a lot of like acetone notes, like nail polish remover. There was a lot of that. It was a fairly strong puppy, I think. I was wrong. 45.8, wasn't even 46. That's Talisker strength, isn't it, if I'm not mistaken? This is where it would be great to reach for a bottle of Talisker. Unfortunately, I know for a fact the Talisker I have is in the other room. So, 45.8, that's right, isn't it? It's just shy of 46 Talisker strength, so interesting. It was a $5 for the dram, 35ml, Diggers. I don't work for them, I'm a fan. Initial indications were it was going to be quite sweet, and then it very quickly gave way to, actually, no, this is a bit of a bitch. You get it with indies sometimes. They can either be the best thing in the universe, or they can be a bit of a twat. This kind of did both, which I didn't really know what to expect from it, given that was happening. But the smell will only tell you so much. In fact, it'll only tell you what it smells like. So what we want to do is taste it. What we got from this was a lot of kind of dairy sweets. So think of like your Scotch tablet, your butter fudge, your little Words Originals candies. Not the chewy ones. Do they still make those? They were not great. They were chewy Words Originals. I don't know what they were thinking. Just stick to the good stuff. Really butterscotchy, fudgy, vanilla, sweet, kind of dairy-led, sort of condensed milk vibes going on with it as well. I also made a note, buttered toast. So I think butter is the through line with this one. It was very buttery, or waxy, I suppose we might sometimes say, although I would argue they're not the same thing. Feel free to argue down in the comments. See, I'm getting better at this. Yeah, nothing gets engagement going like a good fight, apparently. We've talked about this on other videos, haven't we? That's That's a thing that some YouTubers do. More divisive the topic, the better. So I'm not going to be setting any records anytime soon, I don't think. I'll tell you what, here's the start of a fight. Scone debate. Oh, I've set the internet on fire now. Oh, aren't I a one? Anyway, really buttery and lovely. Now then, what we need to do next is we need to add some water. What happens when we add water to this Blair Athol? I wrote it knocked the rough edges off. I'm not sure what I meant either. I think I was going for those kind of acetone notes. Aren't really present anymore. Vanilla and sweet still come through, but not the bad stuff. What else have I written down here? Mild tannic wine notes. I didn't make a note of... Nope, that's something else. We'll be getting to that one at some point. Not in this video, but another video. I didn't make notes of whether it was a sherry cask, whether it was a bourbon cask. That's very silly of me. I'm sure I've flagged a doobly-doo up. Tell you what, I don't make enough use of not the comments section. I mean, I don't do that either, but I don't make enough thingy of the notes, the description. There we go. Oh god, there's plenty of YouTubers that like make good use of the description. I keep wanting to call it notes. It's not notes. It's the description. I will pop details of the actual bottling down in the description below because that'd be helpful. Now there's a bottle coming up actually that I had at Diggers, and actually I know that I liked it, but trying to find details for it's tricky, and you'll see when we get there. But yeah, personal experience with Blair Athol. I've done the Flora and Fauna, obviously. Quite a fan of badgers. They're pretty cool. They remind me of like the kind of like if a mint humbug came to life. That's what it reminds me of. They're not my favourite sweets, but mint humbugs. I mean, I like mint and I like sweet things, but that was everything I had to say about this Blair Athol, wasn't it? I think we can tell that by the fact that I am rambling. Was this entertaining? Was this amusing? Is this getting worse or better? I don't know. The ideal thing to do with these, really, would be to knock a few of them out, wouldn't it? So that what it lacks in cohesion and substance, it makes up for in sheer quantity. I mean, this is still better than the Doctor Who finale from the other week, so, you know, that's something. Anyway, let me know down below. What are your thoughts on Blair Athol? What are your thoughts on Thompson Brothers? What are your thoughts? Just anything, really. I don't know. Thinking about crumpets just now? You're kind of horny? Like, you know, just share, you know, share and share alike. It's a free forum. Just can you get a pet badger?